Hello and welcome back to another video. I also just want to point out at the start, I'm near the road I live on, so you might hear cars and traffic in the start of this video, just like you will now. But hopefully you will hear enough what I'm trying to say. And it's behind this door is the workshop. It's been featured before in a video about making the topper and stuff. But behind this door is my secret project that I am making and working on, and it's going to be a little bit different to any other video that's on this channel, but I just thought it'd be a nice quick little video to make. We'll get into the video and we'll get to see what's behind this door. Right, let's go. Yes, this is what I've been working on, some alloys. You may know that I have a car. It's been featured in a video already on this channel. It's a Volkswagen Golf. And when I bought it, it came with steel wheels already on it. So I always wanted to get alloys and put it onto it, but any alloys out there were either too dear for what they were, or they were just too far away from my general location. But I did get these quite handy actually. I got them in a tyre place, basically 3 minutes away from where I live. So it was pretty handy for me. But the one thing was, even though they were cheap, they were fairly rough. First of all, there's a couple of dents and marks in them. There's some minor scratches in them as well, but when you give a couple of more coats of paint, those minor small little marks and scratches will be gone in them. But as you can see, well, that's just water from raindrops, but as you can see, there's dents there, there's a scratch there. You can see they are a bit rough, but they will clean up nicely, hopefully. You can see some minor scratches just there, but once you give it a couple of coats of paint, those small minor ones will actually disappear. They will be non-existent in it. It's actually the brother that has been doing most of the heavy lifting and work on these, because he's more of an expert on it than I am. But first of all, we power washed them down. We used some industrial degreaser type soapy thing, I don't know what it was, and we sprayed the alloys in that, let that soak in, and then went over it with the power washer and gave them a good cleaning as well. Now in all four of the alloys, the insides here, there and all around here were all covered in sort of gunk or black sort of stuff from the brakes. There is a clip of the brother cleaning that. He actually used a die grinder here with a wire brush on the top. Obviously there was this wire brush on top was new, but that one wire brush managed to clean the insides of all of those four alloys, so it done a pretty good job. But I do have a clip of the brother cleaning them, and I will show you that in the video as well. But they came out fairly nice as well. Once we got the insides cleaned out with the die grinder, we then got sandpaper and started sanding the whole front of the 4 alloys, and got them sort of get all the rough spots off them as much as we could. And we managed to do that quite well actually, but when it comes to the deeper grooves and the dents, there's not really much we can do about that. These are the sandpapers we did pick up. So they came with a 400 grit, a 220 grit and a 60 grit. So what we done was got the 60 grit, I went over the 4 of them with the 60, then we got the 220 and went over them again, and then with the finer one we went over it with the 400 and just gave them a quick going over with the 400 just to smooth them out and get any rough grooves that the sanding done to them out of it, getting ready for it for painting. And the reason we sanded them down was to get any old excess paint that was on them and any sort of flakiness away from them. And that's what the 60 grit done, as well with other rough patches, some sort of deeper scratches and dents that were in them that we were able to get out with the sandpaper. That's what the 60 grit sandpaper done for us. And then, as I mentioned, we went over them again with the 220 grit sandpaper. And that was basically just to take all the roughness that the 60 grit sandpaper done to them and just sort of smooth it out even more. And then we went over them again with the 400 grit sandpaper, and that gave them a nice smooth surface finish for when we were going painting them. And yes, we did paint them. We didn't get them powder coated. We actually are painting them. Currently, there's only 1 coat on it. It's hard to believe, I know, but that is 1 coat on it. The brother is in college, so when he comes back, as I'm recording this video, so when he comes back, he'll go over it again with the second coat and put a few more coats on it as well. And the reason that he's doing it is just he has more experience and knowledge when it comes to just alloy work than I do. This is the paint we do be using, the Sim Honest Wheel Silver wheel paint, spray paint. It's a fast drying, durable, super smooth finish, and then used with clear acrylic lacquer. As you can see on the back, it's a wheel silver spray paint, and that's what's on that now. That's a first coat of one of these. We're not powder coating them. Now that's them painted. He actually done 2 or 3 coats on the wheels then. So these are actually fully painted. They had the first coat on it, as I mentioned. You seen the second coat going on it, and then we left them about an hour or two, and then we went over them again with another coat, left them an hour or two again, and then in the evening time we spray paint them, their last coat. So they've come out fairly nice. I'll show you them all now with the camera. I might as well get a light. I don't know how much you can see, but maybe that light is no good. As you can see, they came out pretty good. Obviously the chipper, the chips and the deeper scratch marks, there's nothing really we can do about them. But all the minor scratches that were in it, that I showed you, they're all gone. They've literally disappeared with the amount of paint we put onto them. Obviously there's one bad wheel, as I mentioned here. The rest of them are fairly good, but obviously you can get better alloys out there that's in better condition than what I got. But I did get them cheap, so when you get them that cheap, you're obviously going to have to do some work with them. But the main thing is they weren't cracked, so they didn't have to be welded, which is a very good thing, because if they're cracked you will have to weld them, and sometimes that will take most of the strength out of the alloy wheel itself, and it's just weaker, and I don't have much faith in that. But there was nothing wrong with these, just chips and marks in them. Nothing a bit of die grinding will do with the wire brush. Obviously we mentioned that wire brush on the die grinder, cleaned them, and sandpaper, and we got them cleaned fairly okay. Alright, the next thing we have to do is put this clear varnish on it. It's literally a clear paint that goes over that, and it just gives the paint that's already on it a protective cover. So basically that when you spray that on it, it's invisible. It's like a clear sheet of just paint. But it's basically like varnish when you put on wood. It just protects the wood. That stuff just protects the alloys, protects the paint that's on it. And I'm not 100% sure, but it might give them maybe a more shinier, glossy look to them. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I do know for a fact that when you spray that on it, it just gives it like a protective coat for the paint. And it's very similar to the paint, as in you have to go over the alloy wheels with a couple of coats, which is why we have a couple of them. We have another can in there, spray can, and we have 2 there. Because in total, we actually used 3 spray paint cans to spray all these, and they done fairly well. So we did have 2 to begin with, and we had to run into town and actually just buy one of them. 1 spray paint can and 1 of them, because we had 2 of the clear varnish tins already. So we have 3 spray paint cans on this, and we'll have 3 sort of clear coats to go on it again. But this is a new week as I'm recording this clip, so the brother is back in college, so I am going to wait for him to come back and put that on it. But I don't know what I show to you, because it's the same as painting, and it's just clear, so you're not going to really see much difference on the camera. But if you would like, please do give this video a like, and do comment down below if you want to see the rest of the work that has to be done to the alloys, and if you want to see how they come out at the end. Please do give this video a like, and leave a comment down below. But anyways, I think that's it for this video. I know it's a different type of video. It's completely different from what content is usually on this channel. But I just thought I'd do something different since the content is fairly dry, because we have other work going on. Because content is quiet on the channel as of now, as you may have noticed, but it will pick up, and more content will be putting out there for you as well. So hopefully you do stick with me, and more farming content will be put out your way. I think I'll just give you a quick update on the topper. The middle bit in here that the gearbox sits on, we got that cut out, and the bits over there, we brought them over to our contact, and they're currently getting sandblasted. So when we get them back, we will be instantly back into this, welding the lugs on, welding that on, welding the sheets on, and I might be able to get a few clips of that. Who knows? If I do, I do. If I don't, I don't. There's nothing much I can do about that. But then when this is all made, and this then is going for a dip in the whole lot, so when we get it back, it's actually the field basically behind the shed that needs to go top, that needs topping first, and that is the first field. This top, the new topper, the rebuilt topper, will be put towards. And yeah, it's filled with rushes, but we weed licked them last year, so they're sort of all burnt and brittle, so it shouldn't be too hard on the topper. It has been through thicker, bigger rushes that haven't been sprayed, so the ones out there should be a piece of cake to it, hopefully. Anyways, yes, this is the end of today's video. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to like the video and comment down below whether you want to see the spray and the clear coat on it, and then how they look at the end. If you want to see that, please leave a comment, and please do subscribe. I'm trying to reach 1,000 subscribers, and if you subscribe, you'll get the notification of any uploads first, so you'll be able to watch the videos first. So it helps me out and it helps you out, so just why not subscribe and help both of us out here, and you might get the look of the Irish. But anyways, thank you so much for watching. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video very soon. Take care.